Hey everyone, welcome back. In this JQL and Jira search tutorial, we are going to learn about was in, was not in, and changed operators. So what exactly is was in and was not in? So was in operator is used to find issues that are currently having certain value, right? So you can, within the parenthesis, you can specify comma separated values, and was in operator will look for all of those values that are either currently associated to that field or they were associated in the past. Okay, so something similar to was and was not, but with was in you can specify comma separated multiple values. With was and was not, it was more of a single value for a particular field. But with was in, you can specify comma separated within the parenthesis multiple values. And similarly, was not in is opposite of was in. And changed operator is used to find issues that have a value that changed from some value to other. Okay. So say for example, in the past, there was certain value for a particular field, but then within the duration or changed after a particular date or changed before a particular date, we can specify a lot of criteria to find what value changed for a particular field and based on what criteria. So that's the changed operator. So let's go to the Jira and understand these operators, right? So we'll start with was in and was not in. Okay. So let's go to advanced search. From filters and advanced search, you can also go through this quick search and switch to the advanced search. So usually if you are looking at the screen, if it is like this, then you have to just switch to JQL to trigger or enable the advanced search. Okay. Now, first thing we are looking at is was in, right? So say for example, I want to find for the reporter field, right? So what all reporters, or say for example, in the reporter field, I want to figure out how many issues are there for which the reporter was either RCV tutorials or RCV test or was in the past, right? So I can simply say reporter was in, right? So reporter was in, and then within parenthesis I can say comma separated RCV tutorials. Okay, and then again another, so it will display all the issues for which the reporter is either RCV tutorials or RCV test or the reporter was sometime in the past. Okay, so if I'll click search, you will see all the issues will be reported for which the reporter is currently either the RCV test, okay, or it was RCV test in the past, either RCV test or RCV tutorials currently, or it was in the past. Okay, so let me see if I can find some issue for which, yeah, you can see this is one of the issue for which the current reporter is admin. Okay, but in the past it might have been either RCV tutorials or RCV test. Let's go ahead and check this. Okay, so I have opened this particular issue, and if you go to the details section and the history section of the issue, we should be able to see the details there. Okay, so let's see. So I want to see the history, and you can see that RCV tutorials changed the assignee 2 hours ago to RCV test, right? And then RCV tutorials updated reporter to admin, right? So reporter field has been changed to admin 2 hours ago. So with the was in operator, okay, if we go back, you can see we are looking for the reporters of the issue, whether it was RCV tutorials or RCV test currently or in the past. And that's why this issue is displayed here, wherein the current reporter is admin, but then in the past it was there, the RCV test or RCV tutorials was there. That's why this issue is being pulled. So this is what was in will do. Now if I say was not in, it's exactly opposite of was in. So it will display all the issues for which the current reporter is not RCV tutorials or RCV test, and it wasn't a reporter in the past as well. Okay, so if I click on search, you will see no issues are found because all the issues are either reported by RCV test in this instance or RCV tutorials. Okay, if I say for example raise a new ticket, let me quickly do that. So you can say for example test story by admin. Okay, so I'm reporting by admin. All right, so let me choose the reporter, change the reporter here to admin and create the issue. Now we know there is a SSPA-24 issue that has been created by admin. So if I say reporter was not in, so in this case we do have one issue in this instance for which the reporter was neither RCV test or neither RCV tutorials, right? So in this case, it should report this particular issue because reporter is admin for this issue, and we are looking for all the issues for which the reporter was not either RCV tutorials or RCV test. Okay, so neither currently or nor in the past. So for this issue, we know that this is the first sort of reporter admin, and that's why this issue is being displayed in this was not in query. Okay, so basically my recommendation is to use the uppercase so that it's clear that this is basically the keyword that we are using, right? So this is basically the operator we are using. So was not, was in, was not in. So that makes your query more clear, right? So was not in as well. So in. So this makes it more clear to read it. Okay, but it doesn't matter if it is lowercase as well, it will still work. Now, what does contains do? Okay, so if I say, let me remove everything here. Okay, and let's search all the issues. Now, if I say fix version contains or status, say for example, let's work on the status. So status and then changed. So status changed. What does this changed operator will do is that status, as soon as you will see status changed, then it will show different options. So status changed after, so after a particular date, before a particular date, or by someone within this Jira instance, or during two particular dates. Okay, so you can say during, and then in the parenthesis there, right, you can specify two dates there or the functions. All right, then there are options for on a specific date, from, so from, to, and, so you can specify. So status changed, say for example from, and from what, from say to do, right? So I want to find all the issues for which the status changed from to do, and then you will see to. So I can specify to, and let's say done. Okay, so I want to see all the issues for which the status changed from to do to done. If I'll search this, you will see that these are the issues for which the status got changed from to do to done. Now you might be wondering why this to do is coming in this list when I searched for the status change from to do to done, or why this in progress is coming for this test story. So if you go to the details of these issues, say for example RT2, at some point these issues were changed from to do to done, and then from done they are again reopened. So if you'll see the details here in the history, you will see that from to do it was actually done. Okay, and then you will see from done the status again changed to in progress. All right, so what our query is doing is it is basically searching for all the issues that had this status being changed from to do to done, right? And that is why these two issues are also coming, because at some point in past the status was changed from to do to done, and then later it was again changed. So that's a separate story altogether. Okay, so as far as any of the issues in your Jira instance have been changed from to do to done, they will be displayed. It is not looking at what the current status of the issue is. It is looking at the change at some point, right? So changed from something to something. Okay, so in that case these two issues are also applicable, and that's why you will see these to do and in progress in the list. Okay, now let's see some of the more examples. So say for example changed to. Okay, so if I just want to see the status changed to, say for example done, right, I can simply search that, and you will see it will then display sort of similar issues in the list, because at some point it was the status was changed to done for all of these issues. Okay, so go ahead and explore a little bit around this. So if you see the changed, and then changed to, changed from, or on, so basically you can specify the date before, after, or during, and then you can specify changed by someone, right? And you can also order by, so you can order by specific criteria, right? So changed by someone and then order by descending, ascending, you can specify that criteria as well. So the more you will go ahead and practice with these operators, the more comfortable you will become using these operators in the actual real scenarios for your project. So that's all for this tutorial on JQL operate was in, was not in, and changed. Thank you very much. See you in the next lecture.